You're stronger than you realize, but most people never discover it. Not because they aren't strong enough, but because they've spent their entire lives believing they're not. Think about that. How many times have you told yourself, "I can't handle this," or "I'm not built for this"? And yet, here you are. Still standing, still pushing forward, still trying. That's not weakness. That's proof of something powerful inside you that you've been overlooking. I want to show you something you may not have considered before. That we are far stronger than we've ever given ourselves credit for. Not in some exaggerated way, but in a real, undeniable truth. Deep down, every one of us has an inner strength we rarely stop to recognize. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about finally seeing who you've been all along. The problem is, life has a way of convincing us otherwise. We're raised in a world shaped by expectations, how we should look, how successful we should be, how quickly we should figure everything out. And when we don't meet those expectations, we start to question ourselves. We replay failures. We compare ourselves to others. We tell ourselves we're behind, not good enough, or just not capable. Just a quick reminder, if you like learning new things, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Over time, those thoughts start to feel like facts, but they're not. They're just stories we've repeated so many times that we stopped questioning them. Because if you really look at your life, honestly, you'll notice something different. You'll see moments where you showed up, even when it was hard. Moments where you didn't quit, even when everything in you wanted to. Moments where you kept going, even when you felt completely drained. That's strength. Not the loud kind, not the kind that gets attention, but the quiet, consistent kind that carries you through your hardest days. Think about the times you've dealt with difficult people, whether at work, in your family, or in your daily life. You didn't lose control. You held yourself together. You stayed calm when it would have been easier to react. That's strength. Or think about a time when something didn't work out the way you hoped. Maybe it was a relationship, a job, or a goal you had to let go of. Even though it hurt, even though it drained you, you still got up the next day. You still showed up. You still moved forward, even if it was one small step. That's strength, too. We overlook these moments because they don't feel extraordinary. They don't feel like big wins. But they are. In fact, they're some of the clearest proof of how resilient you really are. Strength isn't just about surviving hard moments. It's about how you respond to them. That's where everything changes. There's a turning point when you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I do with this?" That shift can completely transform how you see yourself and your life. I once heard about a woman who lost her job unexpectedly. For a while, she felt lost and unsure of what to do next. But instead of letting that moment define her, she decided to use it. She took a risk, started something of her own, and created a path she never would have considered before. That didn't happen because she suddenly became strong. It happened because she realized she already was. And that same realization is available to you. Your strength isn't something you need to find. It's already there. It's in the way you've handled every challenge up to this point. It's in the fact that you're still here, still trying, still growing, even when it's uncomfortable. So maybe it's time to start acknowledging that. Start small. Pay attention to the little things you do each day that require effort, courage, or patience. Give yourself credit for getting through days that felt overwhelming. Recognize the progress you've made, even if no one else sees it. Because those small wins matter. They build confidence. They build momentum. And they remind you of what you're capable of. You don't need to have everything figured out right now. You don't need to be perfect. This is a process, a journey of learning how to trust yourself a little more each day. And the more you do that, the more you'll start to feel it. That quiet, steady strength that's been there all along. So here's something to think about. What's one recent moment, no matter how small, Where you handled something better than you used to? Maybe you stayed calm. Maybe you didn't give up. Maybe you tried, even though you were scared. That matters. Share one way you felt strong recently in the comments. Sometimes saying it out loud makes it real. And if this message connected with you, don't forget to subscribe. There's so much more to explore when it comes to growth, mindset, and unlocking your potential. Because this is just the beginning. And you're stronger than you realize. If you found this video meaningful and interesting, drop a comment below and share your experience. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find this content useful. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.